So we'll start with the next topic, that is partners capital account. So we know that there are two types of capitals which a partnership may maintain, that is either fixed or fluctuating. So the name itself is fixed, that means your capital is not going to change until you are going to add more capital or you are going to withdraw the capital, so it is going to remain the same. So then what about the other transaction? We had already discussed that you have interest on capital, you have salary, you have commission, you have interest on drawings. So where are we going to adjust? Yes, that is the reason we open a separate account called current account. So we have a capital account and we have a current account which is going to be maintained under the fixed capital. And then when we go to the fluctuating, we are not going to segregate them, so we will maintain it under the same capital account. We will have all the transaction as well as any additional capital or withdrawal of capital in the same place. So you can just refer to page number 2.21 and page number 2.22 for the formats of fixed and fluctuating. It is very easy to follow. Now, very important question over here is, what is the difference between fixed and fluctuating capital? So first thing is that under the fixed we are going to maintain two accounts, that is number one, capital and current. And when we come to fluctuating capital account, we are going to maintain capital account. What is the frequency of changes? The frequency of changes is not going to be there because the capital is going to remain the same unless there is going to be additional capital or withdrawal of capital. When we talk about the fluctuating capital account, the balances will change as the transactions are going to come in. The capital balances will change. Then transferring, the transactions related to capital are transferred to fixed capital, and the transactions which are related to your salary, commission, interest on capital or interest on drawing, they will be transferred to current account. But with respect to fluctuating, all the transactions will go to capital account. Balances, always in fixed you will have the capital account will be a credit balance, whereas in fluctuating your capital account may be debit or credit side. The next important question is, what is the difference between capital account and current account? So we know that when we follow the fixed capital method, we are going to open capital account and current account. Now in the capital account, you are going to maintain all the cases of capital account, that is whether there is going to be an additional capital or whether you are going to have a withdrawal of capital you are going to maintain, and irrespective of whether you are maintaining fixed or fluctuating capital method, you are going to open capital account, so no doubt in that. But when we are talking about current account, when we talk about the difference, current account will be maintained only in the case of fixed capital account. Then the balances of the account will be, capital will always be a credit balance unless we go for a fluctuating. But when we talk about current account, it can be either debit or credit balance. Then the nature, in fixed the capital account will remain the same unless there is going to be a change in the capital itself. And when it comes to current account, the nature is that it does not change when the capital is introduced or withdrawn, it remains based on the transaction. Then in transactions, only for capital account we are going to the investment amount or withdrawal amount or additional capital will come. But whereas in current account we are going to have what? Interest on capital, salary, commission, interest on drawings. A very important tip for everyone in the exam hall is that read the question completely. If the question is very specific that you have to maintain a fixed capital account, then you have to maintain a capital account and a current account. If it is silent, then you can go ahead and do it in the fluctuating capital account. Don't worry if you have to do this or that, just go ahead and do it in the fluctuating capital account.